I want to welcome you to this safe place, my friend. It is an honor that you would be here joining me for a few minutes of your time. Today I'm going to be reading. I had the privilege last Sunday, January 15th, of joining a free live class from people all over the world got to join, which was so neat. And it was sponsored by Marcy Shimoff and Dr. Sue Morter. If you like what you hear, you can go to their website at youryearofmiracles.com. And this particular talk was titled 3 Secrets to Living a Miraculous Life. So to present the rest, I'm going to hop on over to my rock here, and I'll see you there. Oh, and also, I am under the red cover bridge again. Just as I say that, there's one coming, so it may be a little bit noisy sometimes. That's okay. Okay. Well, I hope you didn't see that. Okay, I'm just gonna stand up and read it because I don't think you'll see me if I sit down. Okay. They stated on their registration page, join us and discover how to move beyond fear, experience juicier and more fulfilling relationships, find success in the work you love, and experience better health and greater vitality, and live your life in the miracle zone. And that made me think, I'm going to buy that. I buy that, I'm going to continue to watch this. So, so they actually give 3 secrets to living a more miraculous life. And it's good for any stage you're in. No matter who you are in this world, this is important information for anyone. Luckily, I took snapshots to capture the presentation slides to share them with you now. Maybe you've been searching for your true life's purpose, but it's still a mystery. Maybe you know what makes your heart sing, but you're still stuck. The first secret: shift from ego-based intention to soul-based intentions. Create your intentions from your soul rather than your ego. The ego, which most of us humans operate in an unintentional and unconscious way, comes from lack. I am missing this. I need this. It comes from fear. Raise your hand if you've been in that boat of fear. I know I have for most of my life. It comes from forcing and struggle and manipulation. Whereas living from the soul creates expansion and openness and love. Something this world needs massive amounts of. It's like coming from a place of fighting versus a healing state of flow. They call this universal flow. I think it's a lot to do with fighting and flow. Marcy and Sue speak of the miracle zone, a place where synchronicities, all the synchronicities that happen on a daily basis, the tedious little things, most of us don't pay attention to that. Because we're more focused on the possibilities and not the problems, like most of us are, the problems. We live seeing the divine, living with grace, the miracle zone. They suggest to make a list of 10 things you want this year and to identify which ones are ego-based and which ones are soul-based. Then to shift the language of your intention into the soul. It's like a goal of losing 20 pounds. Oh, I want to lose 20 pounds because I'm going to look better. Okay, that's fulfilling. Maybe fulfilling to other people that see you, but to you, you keep wanting more and more, want to lose more and then more, but it's not fulfilling. So the good thing is to say, okay, I'm going to do this because I don't want to be so tired all the time. I want to give my best, and I'm not able to do that because I'm unhealthy. And I need to do it for myself too, not just so other people can view me, because honestly, that doesn't really matter in the end. So inner language plays a huge role in this, with anything that we go through. Secret number 2, harness the incredible power of the thoughts of those around you, the energy. Our thoughts are even more powerful than our words. The power of other people's thoughts can impact your life. Well, it's kind of like a coworker coming up to you or someone a little bit higher up saying, "You're doing a good job," and they just give like the smile, and you're like, I'm gonna go hide in a corner now because I know you're full of shit. It's kind of like that. So it's good to, you know what they're saying, but they don't mean what they're saying. You can tell what they're thinking with your spidey sense. So it's good to keep an eye out on that. And I call them like fake crabs, and you need to watch out for them because they'll sink you under, and you don't need that shit. And also, when people do that, they're actually living from their ego. They're not living from their soul. So remember that, please, in your daily life. If someone's constantly like that, just remember they're living from their ego and they're not fulfilled. And like I said, I think we sense the people in our life that have our best intention in mind. And like Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers and also be the helper too. They say, I like this, they say find heart-aligned allies. That's very powerful. Secret number 3, know and own your own inherent worthiness. When you don't feel worthy of receiving, you are energetically pushing miracles away. And that's so very true. When we don't feel like we deserve something, we push all the good away. It's a good idea to change that mindset. So to kind of judge where you're at right now, and I know my answers to these questions are still pretty, here are a few questions to consider. Do you feel uncomfortable when somebody pays you a compliment and you try to deflect it? Ladies, have you ever felt like this? Gentlemen, anybody? You don't feel worthy of the compliment. Do you have a hard time accepting gifts from people and you feel like you have to give back twice as much as they gave you? Do you ever feel guilty when people try to help you or support you, or you don't even ask for help? Do you feel bad if things come too easily for you? You should have to work hard or struggle for what you want? When things are great, do you sometimes downplay it around friends or family so they don't feel bad? Do any of these resonate with you, my beautiful friend? I'm sure they do. They had a very important statement on one particular slide that says, the universe will only give you what you feel worthy of. The universe will only give you what you feel worthy of. I hope you know if you're in a place right now and you don't feel worthy, you are worthy. You are worthy. Start taking action for yourself to get better, one little step at a time. I promise that works. I promise there's more fulfillment in that than anything the ego could ever offer you in this outside world. Well, luckily they share with us souls 3 more things that we can do now to love ourselves and be more open to receiving miracles. Number 1, increase your awareness of how you push good away. Of how you push good away. Number 2, ask yourself, what is the most important way I can open up to receiving right now? How can I open up to receiving right now? And number 3, of course, is be open to receive. Very important. My afterward thoughts. Investing in yourself is not selfish. Not if it's based in a soul intention way. Your commitment to yourself must come from your heart. And the love you share in your own being will pour outward and help others live their soul intention too. It will pour out and it will help others around you. That is such a beautiful free gift. I think it's one of the best gifts. It's worth more than a freaking $1 million. Definitely. So, I'm going to share the 3 secrets with you again for living a more miraculous life. Number 1, set soul-based instead of ego-based intentions. 2, find those heart-aligned allies in your life. The ones that are living in the miracle zone. Or that just have your best intention in mind. 3, own your own inherent worthiness because you are worth it. You're worth it. You know, in this time, and honestly, it's probably existed for, we see just a very small speck in our lifetime. 100 years at best. But I guarantee other beautiful souls that have lived before us for so long has dealt with this. And we aren't really taught to live with the soul. Maybe especially in this day and age. We don't see with the soul. Imagine how different this world would be if children in schools were taught to see with the soul and not to see with status, not to see with intelligence. That would be amazing, because there would be a whole shift in this world. I think so. I hope you found value in that. I know I did. If any of this speaks to you, and you do have the means to do so, it is a year-long program that Sue Mortar and her 2 other partners in crime, they're all ladies, but it applies to men too, it doesn't matter. You could go to youryearofmiracles.com. Or just go ahead if you're interested, check out their website, check out what they have to offer. You might be interested. But I did very much appreciate their free I think it was 2 hours. They also took like questions afterwards. And it showed the people's faces, and I'm like, thank God I didn't do that. I'd be freaking out. There's a reason why I do this pre-recorded, guys. Oh, okay. So, the quote for the end of the day, which is one of my very, very favorites by Rumi. Take sips of this pure wine being poured. Don't mind that you've been given a dirty cup, my beautiful friend. It's pure wine. I wish you love and light, and I am going to try to get here without falling, but what the heck. May you find peace in every day. I know your circumstances may be rough, but in yourself I hope you find peace wherever you may be at in this beautiful life. I wish you love and I wish you blessings always. Shine your light because this world needs it. Just remember, when you're disappointed with someone, perhaps they're living from an ego state and not their soul. And sometimes we don't have the soul intentions of each other, and we're all different. I guess that's what makes this world a very beautiful place. I love you. Take care, okay?